Welcome to the heart of Central Asia and the Silk Road city of Tashkent, Uzbekistan. It is the 42nd AFC Champions League, and Group A in the West region is hosting match day 1 and a meeting between Pakhtakor and Al Ain from the United Arab Emirates. An opportunity for the home team to begin in style their 19th appearance in the AFC Champions League, and they're taking on one of the most successful teams early on in the history of the competition, the 2003 winners, Al Ain. They were also the runners-up in 2005 and 2016. 14 times the team from the United Arab Emirates has won the league title. They were second last season. That is what has earned them a place in the flagship club competition in Asian football. 26 degrees centigrade, warm conditions as the sun has set in Tashkent. And the familiar site of the Pakhtakor Stadium, used as it was as one of the hubs in the AFC Champions League, that was reformed and improvised so successfully during the pandemic when they had to move to a hub-based system, and the Pakhtakor Stadium was a very important part of it. It's also hosted the Under-23 AFC Championship very successfully, and so it is a fitting location for the opening match day of the AFC Champions League. These teams have already met 4 times in the Champions League. The first was back in 2010 in the group stage. Pakhtakor won both matches in the 2010 group stage, 1-0 away and 3-2 at home. And then in 2015, Al Ain won by a goal to 0 away from home, and there was a 1-1 draw as well. So the team from Uzbekistan with slightly, but only slightly, the better record. And this is a team that also has, or a group I should say, that also has representation from Saudi Arabia and Turkmenistan. And who it is that will make it through to the knockout stage, that will take some time to determine. This is just match day 1, there's a long way to go, but it's a good opportunity for Pakhtakor to start in style. When they play well in front of their home fans, the noise in the Pakhtakor Stadium can be very tough to contend with if you're visiting. But it's going to need to be a high quality performance to get beyond Al Ain. They have such a great history in this competition. Kick-off just a matter of minutes away. Nice sporting call of good luck from Bandar Al-Akhbabi to the opposition. And how these players would absolutely love the opportunity to take their team back to the very top of the AFC Champions League, as their predecessors did so well in 2002 and 2003, that brilliant campaign. The landscape of the AFC Champions League, and indeed of football in Asia, has changed a lot in the intervening years, and changed a lot indeed this summer. It's made for a fascinating looking 2023-2024 AFC Champions League. And it's great to have your company wherever you're watching the action from, and whoever you're supporting. And whether this is the first time that you've seen the AFC Champions League, or whether you've been watching it for many a year. A warm evening, and time to turn the heat up in the Pakhtakor Stadium as we get match day 1 started in the historic city of Tashkent, which for so many centuries was a crucial trading stop along the Silk Road that ran from China through to Europe. It's a sporting city of some repute, hosting many different events. And this is a particularly impressive stadium. Some have been supporting the club for a long time, others are new fans. And they're excited to see Pakhtakor back in the AFC Champions League. 3 times they've reached the quarter-final stage, most recently in 2020. And they are the reigning 4-time consecutive champions of the Uzbekistan Super League. 15 league titles in all in their impressive history. The 42nd AFC Champions League is underway. It's match day 1. It promises to be as thrilling as ever, and it's wonderful to have your company for this meeting between Pakhtakor of Uzbekistan and Al Ain of the United Arab Emirates. We're in Tashkent at the Bunyadkor Stadium, and Pakhtakor return to the AFC Champions League for the 19th time. They take on the winners from 2003 and the 2-time finalists. These are teams that have dominated at domestic level, and they seek to dominate at continental level. The 5th meeting between them in the AFC Champions League, with Pakhtakor winning 2, Al Ain winning 1, and the other match being drawn. It could be a very tight game. It should be a very entertaining one. Veteran goalkeeper Sanjar Kuvatov starts in his 8th AFC Champions League campaign, in his 5th for Pakhtakor. New signing Matthew Steenvoorden is in defence. Up front, Serbian Dragan Ceran goes in search of his 10th AFC Champions League goal, and his first since April of 2022. And it is Dragan Ceran who captains the side. A handshake with Bandar Al-Akhbabi, the 33-year-old who was born in Al Ain and is in his 2nd spell at the club. Ko Hyung-jin of the Republic of Korea is the referee. Young defender Kwame Oton continues to impress for Al Ain and starts today. The Ivorian sitting behind a creative and exciting midfield, with number 10 Kaku at the heart of it. Up front, number 21 Soufiane Rahimi makes his AFC Champions League debut, having played in the competition's African counterpart during his days in Casablanca. There's always such a great energy at the start of an AFC Champions League campaign. A sense of hope, a sense of optimism, but also a sense that the job needs to start right now, that there is no time to lose, and chances that cannot be wasted. Perhaps even more so if you're the home team. A couple of bright young prospects on the bench for the visitors, including number 30 Azim Abbas and number 90 Esa Halfan. We begin the first match day in the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League. The setting is the Bunyodkor Stadium as Pakhtakor of Tashkent and Uzbekistan take on Al Ain of the United Arab Emirates. And it is the visitors in possession with Kwame Oton, the captain of Pakhtakor, Dragan Cheran, wearing number 10. And looking for goal number 10 in his 32nd AFC Champions League appearance. Khalid Esa, vice-captain of Al Ain, 34-year-old who joined a decade ago from his first club, Al Jazeera. Hasn't missed a league game since the 2021-2022 season. It's a little physical from Kojo Laba, the Togolese forward. Bundled over Odiljon Hamrobekov. As we look at Dragan Cheran from Kikinda in the north of Serbia, who joined the club in 2018. 21 is Sufyan Rahimi, very experienced in the African Champions League. Maxim Shatsky is the head coach of Pakhtakor, 45, took over last year having been the sporting director. This is his first full managerial post, and a really key figure for the national team as a player for 15 years. Between 1999 and 2014, with 34 goals in 61 appearances. Never played actually for Pakhtakor. It's found its way to Sufyan Rahimi. Rahimi's shot is easily gathered by Sanjal Kubatov. Schroeder, the head coach of Al Ain, 50-year-old, took over after a brief spell in charge of Ajax last season. Khalid Al-Hashemi plays it safely away. Nice little touch on that was from Holmatov. Clever play. It allows an opportunity for Pakhtakor to get the ball in, looking for Cheran, but over the top of him it ended up going to Azizbek Turgunboyev, wearing number 8. There is a player down for the home team. And it's back now with Turgunboyev, the 28-year-old, but now with Kojo Labda. Kojo Laba has also had success in continental football in Africa, like Sufyan Rahimi, runner-up in the CAF Confederation Cup. A little too much weight on the pass, and a chance for Al Ain to construct an attack. They will expect to be pressurised quite physically by Pakhtakor. Schroeder said that before the game, that he knows they're a very difficult team, a very disciplined team. Eric, the Brazilian fullback, overhit by Khalid Mohamed Al-Balouchi. As we have a look at the 27-year-old from Casablanca in Morocco, Sufyan Rahimi. Joined the club a couple of years ago from Raja Club Athletic. Tursunov goes back to his goalkeeper, who takes a rather awkward touch. Sanjar Kubatov, the 33-year-old, in his 8th Champions League campaign. Eric back to Al-Baloshi. Excellent play from Khalid Mohammed Al-Baloshi. Great pullback and put over the bar. It was a really good early chance for Kojo Laba. It would have been his 3rd AFC Champions League goal. Very good young player, the number 18, Khalid Mohammed Al-Baloshi, who spent his whole career at the club. It will be the Paraguayan Kaku to take the corner kick. He's not happy with the movement. Might go short to Eric, who offers an option. Kaku's ball, well, the patience nearly paid off. It was, in the end, a very high quality delivery from the experienced player. The header was from Khalid Al-Hashemi. Only scored 4 goals for the club in 113 games. That was quite a strong challenge from Eric. That jumped into the back. Akbar Alijonov has certainly felt it. The brighter start certainly displayed by the visitors, Alain. Looks like he's okay. Akbar Alijonov, one of the really local players in the team. He's from Tashkent. Hasn't really seen too many clear chances being created. Certainly not for Pakhtakor in the first 9 minutes. This might be an opportunity for Przemysław Banaszak. Wondered if he was going to be able to get the ball in, the 26-year-old Polish player. In the end, it does come in from Alijonov. Had a very nice moment, number 3, Akbar Alijonov, for the national team in June, getting his first goal in the 3-0 win against Oman in the Central Asian Nations Cup. Nader. Space on the wing for a cross to come in, and what a very good move that was from Kojo Laba. Excellent play. Got into the perfect position to finish. Pakhtakor 0, Al Ain 1, and it's Kojo Laba who gets his third AFC Champions League goal and his first for this team. Well, it was a very different sort of Al Ain that he was playing for in his previous time in the competition, and now with his new teammates he celebrates yet another AFC Champions League goal. Very good run, clever movement from Laba, acknowledging the high quality of the delivery as well. It was the captain Bandar Al-Akhbabi, and it ended up looking like such a simple finish for Laba, but it was his anticipation of the ball that was crucial, getting ahead of Sanjar Kubatov in the Pakhtakor goal. And Dostonbek Tursunov, wearing number 4, forced to watch and spectate as Kojo Laba ran away celebrating and got away from him perhaps too easily. Kojo Laba scoring the first goal of the game. Calls for a handball. The ball then striking Ko Hyung-jin as well, to the frustration of the Pakhtakor players, and that's rather needless and intemperate. And from Al Ain's perspective, all they need to do here is just to quietly walk away and allow the Pakhtakor players to get as irritated as they like. Not rise to it, just allow their opponents' frustrations to unsettle themselves. They feel it should have been a handball. What a nice touch, a chance for Hamrobekov, who's overhit it looking for Dior Holmatov. Khalid Issa will restart. 4 times a winner in league competition. Played almost 70 times for the national team, including in the 4-1 friendly win over Costa Rica last week. Frustrating start for Maxim Shatsky. Rahimi making a nuisance of himself around the Pakhtakor defenders, but they've got an opportunity to bring it over the halfway line with Turgunboyev, who's drawn the free kick, surely, yes. Jakbar Alijonov to take the free kick from deep towards Cheran, over the top, giving chase. Well, they've managed just to keep it alive, and Cheran's header wasn't too bad. It was a difficult angle required to beat Khalid Esa. Very good effort from the veteran Serbian. Laba doing well. Taking a rather optimistic tumble. Pass from Orton was rather mishit and has found him slightly out of position, but coming across to assist was Eric. Robikov, Alijonov. I think that Sufyan Rahimi thinks it was a rather soft free kick that was given by Ko Hyung-jin. Delivery was dealt with nicely by the Al Ain defence. It's number 34, Farruh Saifiev. Possession for Pakhtakor is now with Holmatov. To Sador Sabir Hojayev, who wears 27. Sabir Hojayev, another of the very local players. Here he is, born in Tashkent. Played for the great rivals Bunyodkor before coming here. The teams that contest the Tashkent derby. Turgunboyev. Alijonov given away, well read by Mohamed Al-Balushi. Is Matthew Steenvoorden, who joined in the summer from Gorica in Croatia, spent 4 years there, the Dutch defender. First time he's played continental football since his Feyenoord days, where he played in the UEFA Europa League and was on the bench in the Champions League. Khalid Mohamed Al-Balushi, but it's not going to find a way through. Cheran, a little space to find the right pass, and he has done to Sabir Hojayev, who goes out on the wing. He's back with Sabir Hojayev, and the shot is very nicely saved by Khalid Esa. Test for the 34-year-old, and one that he passed quite comfortably. Very close to the goalkeeper. The shot was from Farruh Saifiev, who scored in his first ever Champions League game, a 5-1 loss to El Jaish in 2014, and now in his 36th AFC Champions League game. He's still waiting for his second goal and nearly had it there. Banashak. They're getting better and better though, Pakhtakor. Cheran. It neither fell for Banashak nor for Turgunboyev. They've won it back fairly though, the home team, and the goalkeeper gathers it nicely from Alijonov's shot. It was a fairly tame shot, but had Khalid Essa not held on to the ball, then there was a rebound likely to come in. Alijonov has scored a couple of AFC Champions League goals, including in the 2-1 loss to Sepahan last season. There's going to be a foul. It was the 26-year-old Polish player Przemysław Banaszak brought down, the first Polish player in the history of Pakhtakor. We also have Michał Kucharczyk on the bench. Was once again Banaszak with a touch. First time he's ever played any form of continental football this match. Plenty of discussion between Maxim Shaskir and Azizbek Turgunboyev. A space emerges for Kojo Laba, and he hits it across goal with Matthew Steenvoorden relieved. He's had a lively start. It was rather easy the way he got away from the Dutch defender. Turgunboyev certainly fouled. I think Eric got clattered in the nose as he made the challenge. He's a very difficult player to deal with when he's on song, as is Turgunboyev. Oh yes, does go right into Eric as he falls. That angle was more of a glancing blow than what looked initially to be a thigh straight in the face. So a chance for Dio Holmatov to deliver a free kick of quality as we're around the halfway mark of the first half. The only goal so far from Kojo Laba in the 11th minute. Holmatov's ball wasn't too bad. The right idea, certainly. Steenvoorden, a good spot for Przemysław Banaszak. Fado Sofiev's ball doesn't get through to Dragan Cheran. Yahya Nader, number 6 for Al Ain, a product of the youth team who made his first team debut 5 years ago. One of the Al Ain players who appeared in the FIFA Club World Cup. Loose from Turgunboyev. Tursunov fighting hard but losing out to Laba, who's played a nice ball forward and it's been beautifully finished by Khalid Mohammed Al-Baloshi. It was very chaotic play from Pakhtakor. There was nothing chaotic about the pass from Kodjo, nor about the finish from Khalid Mohammed Al-Balochi. It's Pakhtakor 0, Al Ain 2. A first ever AFC Champions League goal for Khalid Mohammed Al-Balochi, who spent his whole career at the club. They had opportunities to deal with it. There, the little slip from Tursunov, who'd been put under pressure by his own players. We talk about relieving the pressure. This pass from Kodjo gave so much time for Khalid Mohammed Al-Balochi, and his finish was excellent. Such clear decision-making. What a nice goal. But a rather agonising loss of possession for the home side. In the 25th minute, Khalid Mohammed Al-Balochi making it 2-0 to the visitors, the champions from the 2002-2003 season. Very ambitious pass. Rahimi might have got more of that. Potentially dangerous counter-attack there was on for Al Ain. Alijonov gets it back again. It's not that they haven't created opportunities, Pakhtakor. Sheran. And then Sheran opts for the simple ball to Sofiev. Got it back again. Olmatov goes down. Some appeals from some fans, but not with any great gusto. Kodjo, oh, that's wonderful play, getting away from Tursunov, and a good ball too. Maybe two players getting in a slight muddle, but Rahimi still keeps this attack alive for Al Ain. 5 is Park Yong-woo. And in the end, they opt to play it safe and try to build from the back. But it's been such a good display from Kodjo. Park Yong-woo from Goyang in the Republic of Korea. Left Ulsan Hyundai after 6 years and almost 200 appearances this season to join Al Ain. What a super ball, and Kodjo ended up not really making any kind of a decision. Wasn't really on to find Soufiane Rahimi in that sort of position. Given away once more, Rahimi. Labat, they've got a good chance here. Can they make it 3? No. Agonisingly, for Kaku, just worked its way beyond the far post. It was a gift of a pass from Kodjo, player born in Argentina, but who is Paraguayan. Very, very nearly made it surely an insurmountable lead for Al Ain. Wissa. Kaku suggesting he got a blow to the face from Farouz Saifiev. This is the opportunity that he had to deliver a real body blow to Pakhtakor, but he didn't take. Kaku saying he was elbowed. And he certainly wasn't. It was a stray arm from Farouz Saifiev. It was all part of the inevitable rough and tumble of that 50-50 challenge. There's no way it was an elbow. Alijonov turns and has a decision to make. It wasn't a bad one, but perhaps not the best one. And it rather peters out, at least for the moment, for Pakhtakor. Dragan Cheran, that's a better ball, flicked on by Turgunboyev. Cheran has it back, trying to work a good chance as Cheran drifts into the area, but possession won back. And it's the captain, Bandar Al-Akhbabi, who does so well. What a good ball to Kaku to allow Al Ain to stall that momentum of Pakhtakor. They're becoming increasingly aggravated, the home fans. Hyung Jin making very clear that the time will be added on. And there's going to be some treatment off the pitch for Bandar Al-Akhbabi, whose ball to Kojo Laba in the 11th minute led to a very comfortable finish for the Togolese international. Hooked away by Park. And then Kaku with a ball that, whether intentional or not, has found its way to Soufiane Rahimi, who has not been fouled. Just a little too forceful and read nicely by Khalid Essa. It's good goalkeeping. Runner-up in the AFC Champions League in 2016 with this club. Laba, excellent, on to Rahimi. Rahimi with a chance to shoot, and maybe he was slightly too far out in the end. It was comfortable for Sanjar Kubatov, but once more, it's delightful and clever play from Kojo Laba. Alijonov. Shemishwaf Banashak. Forcing a decision to be made by Al Ain, and it was the right one. They haven't made, the visitors, any misjudgments of note defensively. Again, another simple, effective cut out of the ball in from Kwame Oton. Al Ain have not had anything like the majority of the ball, but they have used it judiciously. Park to Sufyan Rahimi. Nice, simple, effective pass to Korjolaba, who's being pressurised and pressurised well, but it's still with Al Ain, and it's put in very effectively. A narrow escape for the home team. Was from Yahya Nader. Can they find a way through Al Ain at the moment? No. Steenvoorden gets it away, but it will be more possession and more control of the ball in the attacking half for Al Ain. With the restart, as we have around 10 minutes or so when factoring in additional time until the break. Trying to give chase is Shemeshwaf Banashak, and he's pressurised sufficiently to give his team the ball from the restart. Sabir Hojayev, and Izhonov wanting it on the other flank. He's going to stay out on the left for the moment, and all amount to very little. Laba with another good run. He checked that run to make sure he'd stayed onside, and it was the right decision. Korjolaba holding it up well. Eric arriving in support. Eric underhitting the pass. Intended for Yahya Nader. Eric gets it back and gets fouled in the process. And it's another example of Pakhtakor not really getting the ball away when they have chances to do so, and not holding on to it when they've made the first intervention. Captain Bandar Al-Akhbabi punched right back into the path of Korjolaba. Sanjar Kubatov taking a gamble, but his distribution was good, and then Khalid Esa anticipated it superbly. It's another good piece of reading of the game. We've got two balls on the pitch as well, but I think has been dealt with. Strongly away by Al-Hashemi. Still Pakhtakor in possession with just over 5 minutes to go. Once again, it's Khalid Al-Hashemi they can't get beyond. He's been pretty effective so far as we look back at this chance for Al-Akhbabi. That's risky goalkeeping from Kubatov. Maybe found the flight of the ball a little deceiving. Not getting it away in a convincing fashion. Better that time. Born in Quaraí, in the far south of Brazil, right by the Uruguayan border. Joined the club in 2020 from his original club, Internacional. Did play a couple of times in the Brazilian top flight. He was a runner-up in the Copa do Brasil in 2019. Dostan Tursunov plays it to Matthew Steenvoorden. Khalid Mohamed Al-Baloshi plays it quickly on to Yahya Nadeus, able to switch from wing to wing. Park giving chase, Kwame Oton. And it's one back, and it's not been used wisely. Not for the first time from Pakhtakor, as Eric, with a touch of showmanship, wins the free kick. Oton, chested by Kojo Laba. An efficient first half from Alain. A couple of very well taken chances, especially by him, Khalid Mohamed Al-Baloshi. Yes, a bit of a clear takedown, and surely a yellow card. There can be nothing to contest on that occasion. Kwame Oton given the yellow card. They've been impressive in dealing with set pieces, Alain, and they have the sort of pace that can counter effectively, although that is clearly a foul by Rahimi on this occasion. Alijonov straight into Eric, who is well positioned. Jacques Alijonov, and once more it's Eric who cuts it out. He's having a impressive and quietly effective first half, the Brazilian fullback. Alijonov that time to Hamrobekov. What a chance! They might still get another. It takes a touch and goes behind. It will be a corner kick to Pakhtakor. Odiljon Hamrobekov creating an opportunity, and one that was not finished. But Alijonov did so well to engineer the opportunity, and yet again it was Farous Saifiev who had that earlier opportunity that was saved by Khalid Essa. Dior Holmatov. Tough one for Cheran to take, and to really lean back, but he's done well to keep the attack alive. Holmatov, great defending. And an important Half-time team talk coming up for Maxim Shadsky in 3 minutes' time. It's been a first half not without positive moments for Pakhtakor, but just glimpses here and there. And for the most part, Al Ain have been very tidy defensively. Alijonov, who did well to create the space for Hamrobekov, and he's done it again here. Hamrobekov, big opportunity. Hamrobekov choosing to shoot when Przemysław Banaszak was arriving. And it's another example, perhaps, of decision-making that lacks crystal clarity. Perhaps, to be fair to Hamrobekov, Kwame Oton might have been cutting out that path to find Banaszak. It would have made such a difference had Odiljon Hamrobekov managed to get a goal right before half-time. Holmatov, excellent defending once more. The captain who provided that high-quality ball for the opening goal, playing his part to ensure that Al Ain remain 2-0 up at the break. They've got 1 more minute to get through. Another corner kick at least. Not a strong one. Sanjal Kuvatov will send it back. Touched by Banaszak. Looking for Cheran, well played. And it should just about be cleared. Oh, that was even closer than it looked like it was going to be. Thought it was drifting wide, and Kwame Oton has somehow kept it out. Dragan Cheran nearly finding a way to get that ball in with seconds left. This will be the really telling angle. It actually comes off Oton, and he really does cover ground superbly to rescue that. That was supreme athleticism from the 22-year-old Ivorian. And how important it could be. A chance right at the end. 2 chances for Pakhtakor. The first for Hamrobekov, and the second nearly an own goal from Kwame Oton. The goal from Kojo Laba in the 11th minute, giving Al Ain the lead. And then he found Khalid Mohammed Al-Baloshi about 15 minutes later for the second. It was beautifully taken by Khalid Mohammed Al-Baloshi. There have been some good opportunities for Pakhtakor to give them some comfort, perhaps. They've tested Khalid Esa on a couple of occasions. By and large, though, Al Ain have defended well. At half-time, it is Pakhtakor 0, Al Ain 2.
But also when we recover the ball, so we have to play. But sometimes you play very risky. We need to play easy.
And you see when you win the ball, you
The setting is the Bunyankor Stadium in Tashkent, and it's match day 1 of the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League, the 42nd edition. And an interesting first half, one that saw the home team Pakhtakor of Uzbekistan have plenty of opportunities that didn't necessarily translate into a large number of clear-cut chances, though they did have a couple right at the end of the first half. Al Ain, the Emirati team that they're facing, did have a minority of the possession, but they were efficient in their execution of the chances. A particularly fine goal from Khalid Mohammed Al-Baloshi, the highlight. That gentleman's been at the heart of everything. Kojo Laba, the Togolese attacker, he's been superb. And the Al Ain fans will be thinking, more of the same please in the second half, because yet again you have delivered for us. It's no surprise, it's Kojo Laba. He's scored over 100 goals in just over 120 appearances for the club. Substitute Mohammed Abbas is on, 20-year-old midfielder. It's a good opportunity for him. The second half begins. Pakhtakor of Tashkent in Uzbekistan taking on Al Ain of the United Arab Emirates. Match day 1 of the AFC Champions League, the 42nd of its kind. There's been a substitution for Pakhtakor. Shahjod Azmidinov, number 88, coming on for Dostonbek Tursunov. Change has been made as well by Al Ain, bringing on the youngster Mohammed Abbas. It's a good chance for him to show what he can do with 45 minutes. Yet to really fully establish himself in the team. Shahzad Azmidinov goes back to Sanjar Kubatov. Pakhtakor conceding in the 11th minute. Kojo Laba's attempt from close range after an excellent ball in from Bandar Al-Ahbabi. And then about 15 minutes after that, Khalid Mohammed Al-Baloshi with a beautiful finish set up by Laba. This is a chance, almost. Kwame Oton hurting himself in winning the ball back from Przemysław Fabanajak. And suddenly the game has opened up for Al Ain on the diagonal. And the ball in towards Rahimi was a good one. Sufyan Rahimi, just getting back to his feet, was being urged as the teams were getting ready to come back out by Khalid Al-Hashemi, who wears number 16, to play easy. Those were his exact words. He said, "You're taking too many risks." And it is a very fine balancing act when you're 2-0 up like this, and you know you're playing a dangerous team like Pakhtakor. How different a half-time team talk it might have been, as the foul is clearly committed by Park on Sabir Hojaev. Had Oriljon Hamrobekov managed to score in the closing minutes, or had Kwame Otone deflected the ball into his own net and not managed to get back and clear it off the line. Undeterred though, Pakhtakor come forward with Alijonov. What a good ball, very good ball, and excellent defending by Al-Hashemi, because that was going right onto the toes of Dragan Cheran, had Khalid Al-Hashemi not intervened. He's had a very good game. One chance to get that away, otherwise surely Cheran would have finished. It's going to be another corner kick. Another impressive player in the first half, Eric, the 22-year-old Brazilian fullback. It's Laba who clears it. Turgumboev, in what's a positive start to the second half from Pakhtakor. Alijonov. Substitute Mohamed Abbas. Abbas replacing the scorer of the second goal, Khalid Mohamed Al-Baloshi. And still, it's going to be the home team with possession, and a chance that was a little difficult to control, perhaps, to deliver something into the area. Chatting away to himself, Maxim Shatsky. A player who scored his fair share of goals, over 150 in around 500 appearances for a variety of clubs over 20 years. So he knows all about the sort of positions that attackers should take up, but he also knows that it's irrelevant if the quality of the ball is not there. Eric gets the second time of asking. What good play. Kaku. And an important interception from the substitute, Shahzad Asmedinov. Nonetheless, an opportunity for Alain, but it is Asmedinov who clears again. And nothing really coming out of that from Yahya Nader. As we look at Kaku from Ciudadela in Argentina. But he's represented the Paraguayan national team over a dozen times. Did play at under 20 level for Argentina. Turgumboev can't get it through, and there's a good supporting run coming here. And that was a really spirited attempt from Bandar Al-Akhbabi to get to it. He was at full pace, the captain. Sabir Hojaev dropping quite deep to try and cultivate an attack is Dragan Cheran. It's through to Hamrobekov, and lunging in with control, Kwame Otone. Just about enough control anyway. Oton is going to hope to get a free kick. Doesn't. They'll get the chance to clear the ball. Laba. Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely superb from Kojo Laba. And there's an opportunity that's arisen as a result, and it just flashes across the face of goal from Soufiane Rahimi. All of that made once more by guess who? Kojo Laba. It's this turn and pass. It's superb. He's a sublimely clever player and a skillful one as well. It was a very difficult angle for Rahimi. Saifiev. An interesting pattern emerging to the game where there's that perennial danger of the Al Ain counter. And also the lack of real quality. You compare that ball to the one played a moment or two ago by Kojo Laba. That one, the passing from Al Ain has been of a higher standard. Al-Akhbabi, twice a winner of the Pro League. Laba out wide this time. Calling for it was Eric, overlapping. Laba instead choosing to go to Kaku, and Kaku almost finding Yahya Nader. There were lots of options. Maybe Eric was a better one than Kojo Laba initially realised. The substitute, Mohamed Abbas, convinced he was fouled. Made his debut in March of 2021 in the league against Al Wahda. Scored his only goal for the club 11 days later against Ajman. Steenvoorden. Excellent play. But Eric gets back quickly. And you just get the feeling that there's a lack of shape, and as a result the attack has slightly petered out for Pakhtakor. Or maybe not. Park getting a faint contact as Dragan Cheran thinks he got a heavy contact. I wonder if that will get reviewed. For the moment there's a counter-attack on. Akhbabi. Blocked off was Rahimi by Steenvoorden. Making a run through is Hamrobikov wearing number 7. By the time they were spotted by Dior Holmatov, the opposition had spotted him too. Rahimi looking to pick it up at the edge of the area. Laba coming towards the penalty spot. Paraguayan Kaku moves it to Park. Park moves it out onto the left wing and into Abbas. Plenty of space for so many players. Nader is one. Rahimi trying to find the angle to hit that on his left, and it was deflected behind by Shahzad Azmidinov. Kaku coming across to take the corner kick. Joined the club this season from Al Taun in Saudi Arabia, having played for the New York Red Bulls before that in MLS. And it comes as far as Bandar Al Ahbabi. Away, not convincing from Alijonov. Nader to Al-Ahbabi. Given away, and this is a good opportunity. Cheran is free. Dragan Cheran, the angle was never quite there. Enough cover provided by Khalid Al-Hashemi, but for an enticing moment for Pakhtakor, there was a great chance. And the reliable Al-Hashemi doing enough. Change made as Dior Holmatov has come off and Polat Khuja Holdorkhonov has come on, the 20-year-old. He's made 10 appearances in the league, all as a substitute, yet to actually start in any competition, but has proven his ability to make a useful impact as that's clattered the bar and it hasn't gone over the line. Oh, it was hit with so much power. That nearly whistled its way beyond Sanjar Kubatov. And at the other end, it's guess who? Khalid Al-Hashemi with the clearance. Well, let's have a look at this opportunity again. Kaku into Rahimi. And it so easily could have bounced off Kubatov and gone in. And if ever something would have told the whole of the stadium that it was not Pakhtakor's day, it would have been if that had trickled over the line, having struck the goalkeeper from behind. Cheran has a small amount of space and unfortunately not the right pass. Going back to that opportunity from Rahimi, you always expect him to score because his record is so good. 11 goals in 26 games in the league last season. The referee's got to come over and intervene. Mohamed Abbas, the player down. There isn't really any need for Farouk Saifiev to start chatting away to Mohamed Abbas. Frustrated looking Shahzad Asmidinov. Both players seem to have been shown a yellow card. And it was a rather silly and petulant shove by Shahzad Asmidinov. And when you do something like that, you are really taking your fate out of your own hands. Must leave what happened afterwards. That is why Shahzad Azmidinov has been shown a yellow card. A little back heel creates an opportunity. It doesn't, in the end, fall for Przemysław Banaszak. And that's going to be an Alain free kick. As once again, hope fades away almost before it's begun for Pakhtakor. Falah Walid preparing to replace Yahya Nader, 25-year-old right back who has come through the youth team. Only a 5th appearance ever in the AFC Champions League for Falah Walid. He's a versatile player. Walid also functions in the midfield. Alijonov, under some pressure, does well to get it to Hamadorbekov. Well, he's done very well, Turgunboyev, to stay on his feet. The space disappears as quickly as it emerges, and in the end, Park Yong-woo comfortably gets it clear. And at the other end, a counter-attacking chance. Laba creates either an option or some space. In the end, he gets it and can't quite find the angle. It wasn't clear really whether Kodjo Laba was trying to get the ball or just trying to draw some space away for Kaku to run through the centre. And perhaps Shahzad Azmidinov kept his options open sufficiently to force that decision. Alijonov. It's played by Walid. So we have a look at Przemysław Banaszak, who joined the club last year from Górnik Łęczna. Spent 3 years at the team. Kaku plays it quickly on and gets it back. Group A of the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League, as Laba might be offside. And he's finished outstandingly. Now is it going to count? It seems that he judged it to perfection, because it's a wonderful goal by Kodjo Laba, and it is Pakhtakor 0, Alain 3. What a performance from the reliable and often sensational Kodjo Laba. And the Pakhtakor fans fall silent. They were hoping, I think, that was going to be given as offside. Some of the Pakhtakor players thought so too. But Kodjo Laba celebrates yet another goal. And in one game, he has doubled his entire AFC Champions League tally. And it was the substitute Shahzad Azmidinov who ensured that he was onside. Now they are checking it now, though. And the goal has been confirmed. Not a long check from Kim Jong-hyuk, in charge of the video review system. And another deflating moment for Pakhtakor of Uzbekistan as Alain hit them just as they did in the first half with a goal when there was perhaps a sense of opportunities that had passed by the team in yellow. Ozhyakbar Alijonov given a yellow card as well to further the disgruntlement. Won't be long now until he's reached 200 appearances for Pakhtakor. Sheran, it skips away from him. One of the rare occasions when he's managed to get some space from Khalid Al-Hashemi. Walid goes to Al-Akhbabi. They've judged this so well, Alain. The risks they've taken have been calculated and successful. What a great interception from Park Yong-woo. There's a little space for Rahimi, but the goalkeeper's there. Header goes only as far as Odorkhanov. Safiev with the throw to number 27, Sabir Hojayev. He's made a couple of saves, Khalid Esa, but it hasn't been an enormously challenging game for the 34-year-old vice-captain of Alain. They've had considerably more shots on goal. Hulk. Kaku doing well. This is a very dangerous opportunity for guess who. Looking for the hat-trick and scuffing the shot unexpectedly. Kojulaba, he took it very early. Well, I imagine there are a lot of Pakhtakor fans with an ominous feeling as that ball was played so well by Kaku. Quick thinking, the right pass, he's easily onside, once again played on by Azmidinav. When the hat-trick was beckoning, not his finest finish. Dilshod Saitov coming on for Azizbek Turgunboyev. 24-year-old Saitov wearing number 77, who joined the club this season from Nasaf, where he spent 4 years in the first team after coming through the academy. It's his 15th appearance in the AFC Champions League. All of the previous 14 were for Nasaf. Ball in from deep. Good leap from Cheran, just couldn't get the direction on it, and a rather clumsy challenge from the substitute Dilshod Saitov. in the air. Laba. But offside. He's such a beloved figure at Al Ain, Laba, for very obvious reasons. Little touch from Eric, stalling Odiljon Hamrobekov. Saitov. Half cleared by Oton. Maybe 2/3 cleared after that, and now what? Now it's away. Steenvoorden, not the sort of enjoyable return to continental football that he was hoping for, having waited a long time since those early days with Feyenoord. Also played for Excelsior, Dordrecht and Cambuur in the Dutch league. As was the case in the first half, Al Ain have used the smaller amount of possession that they've had very well. They've had chances to make it more than 3. Sabir Hojayev, all too easy that for Al Hashemi. And I think when the story of the match is being told, naturally Laba will be the protagonist, but as a key supporting character, Khalid Al Hashemi, quietly reliable in defence for the team in white. And it's interesting to reflect upon that conversation he was having at half-time with Soufiane Rahimi, urging him to be less risky, and Rahimi countering with, well, this is what happens when you do take some of those risks. You need that delicate balance in a successful team. You need the low-risk players to do their job and fight their case tactically, and you also need the high-risk players to take those gambles that result in chances that might not otherwise be presented to the strikers. At the moment, for Alfred Schreider, it's harmonious. Can Pakhtakor get at least a goal to make it a entertaining end to the game? Cheran, oh, he nearly put it on the head of Przemysław Banaszak. Got into a very good position, the 35-year-old. Couldn't find Banaszak. Banaszak is still lurking around the 6-yard box, and it doesn't fall quite for anyone. Well, Dorkhonov was the first player it came to wearing number 11. Just needed to be half a foot lower, that header from Cheran for Przemysław Banaszak. Oh, only just stabbed away by Al Hashemi. Seemed to surprise everybody, including the Pakhtakor players. Steenvoorden. Still managed to keep hold of this, Soufiane Rahimi. It might be time for him to depart soon, because he tends to get substituted in anything between a third and a half of all games, and especially with the match all but being won now, they might give him a rest. Overlapping is Saifiev. Saifiev's ball is very well judged defensively. It's another example of Excellent reading of the game from Al-Hashemi. Sheran goes alone and it's comfortably stopped by Asa. Very similar to the sort of save he made from Farouk Saifiev. It was close to his body. Decided not to catch but to punch, and if you are going to punch, punch it well away with a good angle on the ball, and he did exactly that. And again there, perfectly secure goalkeeping from the 34-year-old. Line reduced to 10 for the moment, and it's an opportunity as a result for Polat Khuja Holdorkhonov. And here is Holdorkhonov again. He's going to try his luck perhaps. Oh, he is! Good attempt. The Al-Ain players saw the shot coming a mile off. Well, what daftness there. A little bit of shoving for no reason at all. Yellow card to Park Yong-woo.
Play number 9, Kojo Fodolaba, replaced by play number 19, Isa Khalfan Al-Harasi. Al-Ain jamoasi tarkibida o'zgarish, 9-chi raqamda harakat qilgan.
I'll look back at why 2 yellow cards understandably were given out. Firstly to Park Yong-woo and secondly to Polat Khuja Holdorkhonov.
Play number 21, Sofian Rahimi.
Now changes made as Ahmed Barman, wearing number 13, has come on along with Asa Halfan.
Al-Ain jamoasi tarkibida o'zgarish. 21-chi raqamda harakat qilgan Sofian Rahimi o'rniga maydonga
making way.
Ahmed Barman Al-Moudi.
We have Kojo Laba and Soufiane Rahimi. I did mention that it was likely that Soufiane Rahimi would depart. And there's confirmation of that yellow card to Holdorkhonov. And now a change for Pakhtakor as
Substitution for
Sador Sabir Hojayev departs for Behruzbek Askarov.
Replaced by play number 2, Behruzbek Askarov. Pakhtakor jamoasi tarkibida o'zgarish. 27-chi raqamda harakat qilgan Sardor Sobir Xo'jayev o'rniga maydonga 2-chi raqamda Behruzbek Askarov tushirildi.
And here is number 13, Ahmed Barman, the 29-year-old, who came up through the youth team some time ago. Left his hometown club, Diba Al-Fujairah, as a child. He's from the far northeast of the United Arab Emirates in Diba Al-Hisan, an exclave. A lot of space for Kaku. Just delayed making a decision. Mr. Halfan might have been an option. Bandar Al-Akhbabi, the captain, who His most crucial part in the game was inside the first 15 minutes, finding Kojo Laba. Really created an unmissable chance for the Togolese striker. Another yellow card from Ko Hyung Jin. I think that was to Bandar Al Ahbabi for delaying the game. And there really is a frustration for any coach when that sort of thing happens on the first match day of an AFC Champions League game, when you're 3-0 up and you pick up a yellow card for essentially time wasting. It's so unnecessary. The same for Park Yong-woo, getting booked for that little shove on Holdorkhonov as Oton goes down. Because the yellow cards add up very quickly in a group stage like this, these sort of fierce competitive matches. It wasn't the fall that hurt him, it was the challenge that came in from Steenvoorden afterwards. Totally accidental. Completely missed a mystified looking Beresbek Askarov. And one imagines factoring in additional time. We've got about 10 minutes or so to go. Safely hooked away by Oton, who looks okay after that collision with Steenvoorden. There is Esa Halfan, wearing number 90, the 20-year-old who's from Al Ain itself. Yet to start a game for the club in a competitive match. Holdorkhonov to Askarov, back to Holdorkhonov. Good idea that on the diagonal. There's an overlap coming here, and it's been used wisely, and the ball wasn't too bad, looking for Odiljon Hamrobekov. It didn't require a great deal from Khalid Esa, who has had a pretty comfortable 71st appearance in the AFC Champions League. And it's wonderful to have your company, whoever you're supporting and however long you've been enjoying this exciting competition. Very busy first match day, spread out over 3 days of competition, and this is a chance now finally for Pakhtakor, and it all just peters out in the end. A frustrated Przemysław Banaszak couldn't stay upright. Oh, it's been that sort of day. There was a roar from the crowd as Przemysław Banaszak found himself almost one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Got ahead of Oton and ended up just tumbling to ground and tumbling into Khalid Al-Hashemi. Treatment ongoing for the 26-year-old centre-back. And a yellow card as well for Przemysław Banaszak. The game restarted by Khalid Esa. Banaszak overhits it. Diljan Hamrobekov had some space, but it needed to be a lot more accurate a ball. In the analysis of this match, as play will be pulled back to the irritation of Ozjakbar Alijonov and others. I was about to say, in the analysis of this match, you have to first and foremost look at the efficiency of the chance creation and conversion by Alain. There was nothing efficient about that challenge from Ahmed Barman. It was really rather reckless, absolutely out of control, and one thinks about the phrase from the laws of the game, endangering the safety of an opponent. There's a case to be made that he was doing that there. Azim Abbas preparing to come on, replaces Kaku.
Substitution for Al-Ain. Play number 10, Alejandro Gamarra. Replaced by play number...
Punch clear by Esa. Strong punch away as well. And we're into 6 additional minutes now. It wouldn't be the most unlikely of scenarios if Alain were to grab a 4th goal, as Pakhtakor pushing so intently to get something out of the game. Oldokhanov, it's not a bad ball, and it's very well defended. To his goalkeeper by Azmidinov. Steenvoorden decides to go short to Beruzbek Askarov. Sofiev. Askarov on the diagonal. Alijonov tried to find Hamrobekov. Maybe Hamrobekov just needed to be a yard or two further out towards the wing. Yes, that sort of day. Not too much to be cheerful about for the Pakhtakor players and coaching staff, as Banaszak had time but couldn't create anything. What a difference Kodjo Laba has made to this game. 2 very good finishes. And Hamrobekov overhitting it for Banaszak. It's been really the way this game has been for Pakhtakor. And is this going to be the opportunity? It is, and it's a good save too. Odiljon Hamrobekov with brave goalkeeping from Khalid Esa. And it was really a strong piece of goalkeeping at this stage of the game, when 3-0 up. That was full commitment from the 34-year-old. A determined effort not to concede. Got over the top on a very rare occasion of Al-Hashemi. He hasn't been beaten much. He was there, Cheran cushioning it down to Hamanobikov, and Khalid Esa, watch how quickly he makes the move. He reads this brilliantly. That is very good goalkeeping. There was an opportunity from the corner kick as well. Straight over the bar from close range. It looks as though it is going to be an Al Ain clean sheet. Hasn't he been good, Khalid Al-Hashemi? And him as well, Bandar Al-Akhbabi. These experienced players performing so well. And here's one of the youngsters, Esa Halfan. Holds up the ball well enough to win the throw, to the frustration of Shahzad Azmidinav. And the last minute now in progress. But it is only match day one. Nothing set in stone in terms of the fate of these teams after one match. Still an opportunity for Pakhtakor to turn the whole thing around. But it's an excellent beginning for the 2003 champions Al Ain. And they are showing evidence of a very enjoyable and at times very stylish way of playing, centred around, as you would expect, Sufyan Rahimi and Kojo Laba, as has been the case for a little while now. Cheran, it's cut out. Is there one last opportunity to come? It doesn't look like it. We're well beyond the 6 additional minutes now. There were moments, certainly moments for Pakhtakor, but not enough of them, and far too many of them for their opponents. Al Ain playing really well. They defended well and they created chances despite not having a huge amount of possession. What they did with that was most impressive. Kojo Laba, as is so often the case, at the heart of everything, scoring 2 goals, creating another. There were more chances, but one must not overlook a good goalkeeping performance from Khalid Esa and fine work at the back from the likes of Eric and Khalid Al-Hashemi. This was a team effort and a most impressive one from Al Ain. Alfred Schroeder will likely be very pleased with what he has seen on this, the first match day of the 42nd AFC Champions League. A lot to debrief for Pakhtakor, a sense that they had chances but couldn't find the quality passes or the quality finishes. And maybe a lingering feeling of what might have been had they converted either of those 2 opportunities right at the end of the first half when they were trailing by 2-0. It's all harvest now, none of it matters. They can't go back and undo the past. What they can do is regroup quickly and get ready for the next match day. They've got experienced players like Dragan Cheran, who know this competition very well and will know that tomorrow is another day. At the end of this one, though, it is victory for Al Ain. It finishes Pakhtakor 0, Al Ain 3.